Hi everyone, it's Miss Chris from Herrick District Library here with Toddler Storytime today. Yay! All right, the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to do our feel-good chant. So there are some motions that go with this. It's a good affirmation that makes you just feel good in the morning. So it's going to start out with, I am great. That means you put your arms way out here like this. And then the next motion is I am smart, where you're touching your forehead to show how smart you are. I am strong is up next, so you want to be flexing your muscles. And then next we have I am loved, so you give yourself a hug. And then we have the part where today is going to be a great day. And that's the part where you go, woohoo, and jump up in the air. All right, everybody, let's do this together. Let's get our arms out here. Here we go. I am great. I am smart. I am strong. I am loved. Today is going to be a great day. Woohoo! Good job on the Feel Good chant. Alrighty, now it is time for our opening song of We Clap and Sing Hello, except that today we're going to read and sing hello. So the motion and also the baby sign language sign for reading is putting your hands together and opening and closing it like a book. So we're going to read and sing hello. Are you ready? Here we go. We read and sing hello. We read and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we read and sing hello. Good job reading and singing hello today. All right, great job, everybody. Now it's time for a round of hands up and hands down. This is a chant that we do together. Basically, you do it along with me. I'll give a direction and do it, and then you guys do it after me. So we start with hands up. Here we go, everybody. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up, hands down, hands up, hands down. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. Get ready for the next step. Here we go, everybody. Hands in, hands out, hands in, hands out. Hands in, hands out. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. All right, here comes the next one. Hands open. Hands closed. Hands open. Hands closed. Hands open. Hands closed. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. Here comes the next part. Hands on your shoulders. Hands on your knees down here. Hands on your head way up here. And hands on your toes way down by the floor. Here comes some more. Ready? Hands up. Hands down. Hands in. Hands out, hands open, hands closed, open, closed, in, out, up, down. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. And then you shake, shake, shake them all around. Great job, everybody, with our hands up and our hands down. All right, for the next song, I have to have some help with a couple of friends. Let me get them. They're right over here. Getting my friends. All righty. Ooh. So these friends that I am bringing are kind of colorful. Look what I've got here. What kind of friends are these? These are friends that you may see right now out in your garden. Let's see. This one has lots of cool spots. Let's see, there's some antenna on there. There are some legs on the side, so that makes this an insect of some kind. But it likes to flap. That's right. This one too. Except this one is a different color. This one is orange. That's right. I brought my friends the butterflies this morning. So we're going to do a little song. It's called Two Little Butterflies. So for the first set, one's going to be named Jack, and the other one's going to be named Jill. So we're going to have the one fly away and the other fly away, and then they will each come back and flap with us. So let's give this a shot. Here we go, everybody. Two little butterflies sitting on a hill. One named Jack, one named Jill. Fly away, Jack. Fly away, Jill. Come back, Jack. Come back, Jill. So as you can see, this is a finger play. You can play along with me at home. You can have two fingers and have one and then the other vanish, just like I am with the butterflies. All right, so that was Jack and Jill. Now we're going to do another one where our butterflies are going to be sitting on a cloud. Here we go. So use your fingers at home, and I will use my butterflies. Here we go. Two little butterflies sitting on a cloud. One named Soft, the other's named Loud. Woo! Fly away, Soft. Fly away, Loud. Come back, Soft. Come back, Loud. Ooh, there's our butterflies again. Good job, everybody. All right, next our two butterflies are going to be flying in the sky. Here we go. Two little butterflies flying in the sky. One named Low, the other named High. Fly away, Low. Fly away, High. Come back, Low. Come back, High. And those are our two butterfly friends. All right. Thank you for singing the Two Little Butterfly song. In fact, our butterflies are going to help me with the next song too. Now this next song is called When Butterflies Get Up in the Morning. Now I know we usually sing this song with an animal that makes a sound. Do butterflies make a sound? They kind of don't with their mouth, but they flap. So when butterflies get up in the morning and they say good day, they're going to go flap, 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 flap. So our butterflies are going to flap along with us. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. When butterflies get up in the morning, they always say good day. When butterflies get up in the morning, they always say good day. Get ready. Flap, 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 flap. That is what they say. They say flap, 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 flap. That is what they say. Good job playing with me and our friends the butterflies this morning. Our butterflies are going to flutter on off over this way. Here we go. Bye, butterflies. Thanks for coming today. All right. Woo! After all that activity, it's time to do a calm breathing technique. And today we're going to do our Daniel Tiger hug. So let's see. It goes like this. You're giving yourself a squeeze. So let's start this way. Here we go. Give a squeeze, nice and slow. Take a deep breath and let it go. Let's do one more. Let's shake our arms out and give ourselves a hug. Here comes our squeeze. Give a squeeze, nice and slow. Take a deep breath and let it go. Good job, everybody. All right, now that we have done our calm breathing technique with Daniel Tiger, it's time to talk about this week's early lit tip. We are once again going to use our calendar. This is the PLA calendar with early lit tips that go with read, write, sing, talk, and play. And each day of the month has cool activities that you could do together with your toddler. So I have chosen one for this week, and it goes with counting. I'm going to put my calendar down a second. And our literacy tip this week is about counting with groceries. How many of you toddlers out there help your parents or your big people or your caregiver with grocery shopping every week? I know I like to help grocery shop myself. So this counting tip is about sorting items that you get from the grocery store. And guess what? I brought some groceries. This is Miss Chris's grocery shopping bag. So some of the things that you can do with our early lit tip is to first off take things out of the grocery bag and then figure out where they go. So let's see here, like in the cupboard or the refrigerator or the freezer. So let's see, I'm going to pull some groceries out of my bag and we can kind of figure out where they go. Let's see. Ooh, okay, the first thing in my grocery cart is brownie mix. Ooh, so should that go in the cupboard or in the refrigerator? Yep, I think that should go in the cupboard. Good job. All right, I'm going to put this down. I have other things in here too. Let's see, we have a carton of eggs. Grade A jumbo eggs, in fact. There's our eggs. Let's see, where did those go? Yep, I agree. These go in the refrigerator. So we're going to put these in a pile over here for the refrigerator. Let's see, here's something else in our bag. We have a box of spaghetti. Ooh, let's see. Cupboard, refrigerator, or freezer? Spaghetti's not cold when you take it out to use it. So I think this needs to go in, that's right, that cabinet. All right, that goes with the brownie mix down here. All right, let's see. I have, what do we got here? Can of chicken noodle soup. That might be something else that gets stored somewhere. Let's see. Let's try to remember. Let's see, refrigerator, cupboard, or freezer? Oh, that's right, the cupboard. Again with the cupboard. Let's see what else I have in here. I have, hang on. Got a few things here. Got some vegetables. I have a red pepper. And I have a tomato. Let's see. I've got an onion. Another pepper. I'm pulling out all of my vegetables. And one more pepper. This one's green. Let's see. So we have a whole bunch of vegetables. I'm just going to hold this one up. Where should vegetables go? At my house, I put them in my refrigerator. So these are another item that go in the refrigerator, like the eggs did earlier. Let's see, I've got a few more items in here. I've got, I have a box of fruit snacks. Where should those go? Let's see, we have the refrigerator, the freezer, or the cabinet. Yep, I think these go in the cabinet too. So those go in the cabinet pile. Let's see, what else do I have? I have a few more things in my bag. I've got granola bars. Ooh. Let's see, this one might be tricky because it all depends on where you like to put your granola bars. Let's see. So you could put them in the refrigerator, the cabinet, or the freezer. Personally, sometimes I like to put these in the freezer because they make a nice cool snack later on. So I'm going freezer for this one. Otherwise, ordinarily, you may put those in the cabinet too, or if it's a really hot day, you could even put them in the refrigerator. This one can go all different places. Let's see. One more thing. I have a can of tuna. All right, so what do you think? Refrigerator, cabinet, or freezer? Can of tuna. Aha, this one could be tricky too. Sometimes I put my can of tuna in the refrigerator just to keep it cold for when I'm using it. But you can also put this in the cabinet. All right, so now that we have sorted some of our groceries, let's count them as I put them back in the bag. Let's see, how many things do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and number 12. There, thank you for helping me sort my groceries today. Wasn't that kind of a fun lit tip? It's a good way to work in counting and fun with your toddler. Thanks for listening to the Early Lit Tip this week. All right, everybody, it is time for our closing rhyme of Tickle the Clouds. Let's see, where are the clouds? They're usually way up here. So when we're tickling the clouds, they're tickling them way up here. Here we go. Let's start. Tickle the clouds. Now tickle your toes way down here. Now turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low, down to your toes by the floor again. And reach up high, way up here. Woo! Our story time's over, so wave goodbye. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming to Storytime today. We'll see you next time.